The head of nursing and midwifery.
The thing you have cut short, 33, and you have cut the thing short like that.
You want to hear more?
Yes. So we'll come back if
Okay.
you're ready.
Okay.
But it's pretty impressive.
Okay.
You've worked for the last 33 years of your life.
Yes.
As a nurse,
Yes,
serving people, saving life.
Yes.
Well done. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank
Congratulations. I don't know where to start from. Anyway, let's start from you.
Okay.
So, Madam Asigri, or which name do your staff usually call you with?
Auntie Fati.
Auntie Fati.
Yes, please.
33 years ago,
Yes.
you made up your mind to be a nurse.
Yes.
Tell us what really pushed you into that thought and what inspired you to take that action.
Okay. So I was born into a family that lived in the Tamale nursing quarters. Okay. We are actually a very big family, and every family member that landed into the hospital, we were the immediate caregivers. And being around my relatives in the hospital almost all the time pushed me to become a nurse. I started my career in the year 1992. I enrolled into community health nursing Tamale. I graduated and was posted to the Upper West region, Tumu, to be precise. I served for 3 years and enrolled into SRN in Bolga, NTC. I came out in the year 1988, worked in Tumu from 1998 to the year 2000. I joined my husband in Accra and worked in La General Hospital as a nurse for 5 years. But the push to become a midwife was so strong. Then I enrolled in Kolebu Nursing and Midwifery Training School, where I came out as a midwife. In school, I was adjudged the best midwife in the year. So it actually made me feel that I had a lot to do for mankind. Training in Kolebu is not just that easy, but it puts you on your feet. When I graduated in Kolebu, I was posted to Amasaman General Hospital. Now, I worked in Amasaman as a midwife for 13 good years. And in those years, Amasaman was a health center. We didn't have a doctor by then.
Which year was this in Amasaman?
Amasaman, I went there in the year 2006, 2007 for my rotation. There was no doctor. So the region realized the number of emergencies that was coming from the hospital, decided that they will bring in a resident doctor. Okay. By then, it was the late Dr. Frimpong, who was then the medical soup for La General Hospital. Seeing the number of cases and the workload in Amasaman alone, advocated that the place be made a hospital. And that was where we had the opportunity of having our first gynecologist, Dr. James Clayman, who was with us. He worked so well, and for him, the midwives were his friends because he was the only doctor. He said he couldn't do it alone and wanted every midwife to come at par into knowing what to do in cases of emergency. And that has actually made me who I am. Dr. Clayman will always come in, attend to a case, and anytime there's another case, he says, Fati, you are there, do it and let me see. And with that, it gave us all the skills we needed to assist him create that good name in Amasaman for all those years. We had the opportunities to have a lot of trainings. I will always advocate for this, the life-saving skills. This is a 2-week course that every midwife, if you should go through this training, you come out and you are that competent to stand at any case that you will face in any situation. You will be there to handle it very well. So for me, that has been my story as a midwife.
If I may ask, when you wanted to become a nurse,
yes,
was there any person that you were looking up to at the time as to inspiring you when you look at, I'm told some say when they saw the uniform, when they saw the nurses in the area and all that, was there anybody in particular or anyone or a group of people that you saw first that you started imagining yourself being them?
Yes, I was born and bred in the nurses' quarters. You know,
Yes,
I told
you
you
said it,
initially, I admired the way nurses actually worked. And with my experience with family members, caring for them in the hospital, I told myself this is where I want to be. Actually seeing someone in a state of distress recover and becomes well, I said, no, it's a profession I should belong to. This is my story.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was transitioning from being a general nurse to midwife? How was it like for you?
Yes. For every community health nurse, your vision will be to become a public health nurse.
Oh.
And in my journey, the year I decided to go into the public health nursing training school, then they said, without the midwifery background, you will not be enrolled. So I decided that once my destination was public health, let me go do midwifery and find my way into my public health. Little did I know that midwifery was going to take me away from public health. I landed myself in the training school. Being the best midwife of the year, I told myself, yes, this is where I really want to be. The interest was in helping a woman in that distress in labor smile after her baby comes out.
So your best midwife award was when you were in school?
I was in school, I attained that. And that was in the year 2006 in Kolebu.
What led to that award? What did you do? What was so unique that you did?
Kolebu being that heavy and strong, you had no excuse to say that you won't learn. You had the specialists, doctors. You go on rounds with both the doctors and the midwives. And everything you wanted to know, you will know, provided you avail yourself. Our tutors were always on us. And for that matter, you had no excuse to say you won't study. My year group members were very good. We inspired one another to make it to that level. My tutors, now the tutor in charge of Kolebu Public Health Nursing Training School, Sister Teresa, inspired us so well. We have Sister Netta, who currently is also a member of GRNMA.
Oh.
They were all wonderful people in molding us to become the midwives we are today.
Was there any experience you had with any of the tutors whilst you were in school that really hurt you so bad?
Let me share this story. I lived far away in Pokuase. And it was very difficult commuting from Pokuase through Achimota.
Yeah.
Then the road was so bad.
Not done, yeah.
Yes. I arrived in the class very late, though my tutor turned me away. I stood by the gate and told her that, you don't know what I've passed through this morning. That is where you can sack me. But if you know what I passed through, you won't sack me. Let me into the class because what you are treating is a subject I don't want to miss. Oh. She had no option than to allow me into the class. We were doing anatomy. And since then, she said, if you persevere, you will always get what you want. Yes.
Did you feel intimidated whilst you were in school, moving from being a community or a public health nurse to midwife? Did you feel intimidated by any of your classmates?
No. I told you that what I wanted to do was what I wanted to do. I was with the young ones as well as some people too I also looked on in class. But I told myself, this is what I want to do, and I always get what I want. Let me share another story.
Go ahead.
For wanting to know more, in one day in the ward, a doctor asked me to examine a woman. I did the VE with my hands still inside.
What is VE?
Vaginal examination. With my hands still inside, he asked, what is the dilatation? I said, fully dilated. He looked at the woman and said, this woman cannot be fully dilated. Tell me the signs of full dilatation. I said, the woman will be in pain. So he asked, is this woman in pain? I said, maybe the contraction hasn't come. But in that case, with my hand inside, the cervix was well effaced, but not dilated. So you could feel the head, but there was no hole. So he said, Fatty, bring out your hand. This woman cannot be fully dilated. And that was one of the things that challenged me. He gave me that name, full dilatation, when there was no dilatation. So I told myself, let me learn and sit up and learn well. And since then, I have been on top of midwifery issues.
I see. By the time you were moving from community, right, into midwifery, you had a family?
Yes.
Okay. So how was it like? You were going to school? Your mother?
Yes.
Taking care of family?
Yes.
And you had to go to Kolebu every morning?
Every morning from Pokwase to Kolebu. And my children then I had all the three by then. I always left them in school before I go to Kolebu. And then on my way back, I had a driver who was so good, Joseph. He could always pick them, send them home, and then wait for me until I'm back.
Was there any point where you'll be in class and your mind is far away, you're distracted, you're wondering what your children could be going through? Did you ever experience anything like that?
No. I had a house help who was very good. My house help currently now is a nurse. After nursing my three children, when my last born was going into the preschool, he told me, Mommy, I'll go to school. And that was when I also took her to school. They examined her and put her into class 3 when she was then about 13 years. She agreed, started. She's now a community health nurse in the Eastern region. She has lived with me for 27 years.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
So with her help, I was okay.
Wow. Yes. Wow. It's been 33 years.
Yes, please.
Which of the years do you remember the most in your professional life? Which of the years stays so strongly in your mind of your professional life? Which one do you remember the most?
Yes. The year I remember most it's a period when I decided to pursue my BSc nursing. At a point, I became an in charge.
Hold on. Wait. So from community
to SRN.
To SRN.
Yes.
And SRN, for the purpose of those the Gen Zs, SRN is
State Registered Nursing.
That was your time?
Yes, please.
Good. So now you went to do your SRN?
Yes.
Into midwifery?
Yes.
In Kolebu?
Yeah.
After SRN, then you had to do BSc.
BSc nursing.
How old were you then? If you don't want to go there, that's okay. But you still had family.
I still had family.
And you wanted to pursue BSc?
Yes, please.
Why?
Okay.
You could have stayed in it and still progressed.
Progressed, yes. But I told myself, I realized I was so young among elderly in charges. So one day, one of my daughters in the ward, Olali, told me that, in charge, don't behave like the older ones who will be going home very soon. In those years, you still had about 20 years to go home. So better go to school. So I told myself, yes, I will pursue this course. I enrolled into Central University.
Then? In Mutual?
In Mutual.
So there was a branch around Dansoman, so you could have gone to the
Dansoman was weekends. Dansoman was weekdays.
Yeah.
But looking at myself and my children and the family I had to raise, I couldn't do the weekday. And then with my work, I was then in charge of labor ward. So stressful, you had to be there yourself. I decided to enroll into the weekend class. I did 3 years commuting from Pokwase to Mutual. Friday, Saturday, for 3 years.
Wow. Yes. How was it like?
With the support of other colleagues, it was that easy for me. I had very young ones in the hospital then, Francis Ansel, who was also in the class. Francis would always remind me on Thursday evenings. By then, I was the PNO. We have to go to school tomorrow. I said, yes, we will.
Francis is a nurse?
He's a nurse now. He's now a nurse. He was then a staff nurse. So we had to leave every Friday by 1 o'clock, drive all the way to Mutual. On Friday, drive back to Pokwase. And Saturday morning by 6 o'clock, we leave again for Mutual. So for 3 years after our graduation, it was so much joy.
Wow.
Yes, please.
And you were in classroom with young nurses?
A lot of them, a lot of them.
Did they give you any nickname?
Oh, they just call us aunties. The aunties are coming.
And how did it feel like for you?
Oh, it was a learning process.
Okay.
Some of the doctors that taught us made them know that they couldn't compare themselves to us when it comes to experience. And then whatever they wanted us to know, we dedicated so much time sitting together, staying after classes to learn. And it was so exciting. When I graduated, or the time of graduation, we were so surprised that we missed first class by just some points. And that was all of us who were with the elderly ones among them. We missed first class by only 1 point.
But was it your target when you started?
We never know we could even be there. First class wasn't our target. If we had known we could, then we would have made it. Yes.
But did the experience that you had, did it help you whilst you were in class? Was it helpful?
That was wonderful. We didn't need to learn pharmacology. We knew the drugs.
Okay.
There were a lot of things you didn't need to learn. You rather helped in coaching the young ones.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. Incredible. Now, pause there. Pause in school. We'll come there. Once you had piano, we'll come to get how you progress, the feeling and the excitement when you eventually have to become a deputy director. And now you achieve.
Yes, please.
Okay, so sit there.
Thank you.
Jane,
thank you.
What is going on in your mind about the story of Antipathy?
In fact, the story of Antipathy has really sparked some energy in me and in my thoughts.
Yes.
Because she has really inspired most of us on the field.
Okay.
Yes. I also started as a community health nurse.
Right.
I completed my training in the year 2005 and was posted in 2006. I worked in the Denborough region for about 8 years. I was posted to the Tano North District. And not the district capital itself, but a sub-district. And even with that, not the sub-district, but a rural clinic. So you could just imagine a young, fresh graduate community health nurse sent to a rural clinic. Much is expected of you. I was the only person managing the facility in terms of the OPD, maternal health, disease control, yes, and all other things. So there were days and nights I was not even sleeping in my room. Because you may try to sleep and then the security man will come. So once the security man comes, somebody has come.
Okay.
And the case, you go into be no other case than a labor case.
Oh, so the pregnant women are brought in.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened around that time, but even though I was a community health nurse, I was so much conversant with doing the midwifery work.
Okay.
I think it was because I was a one-man station person. And the distance from my rural clinic to the sub-district and even to the district could take you about 6 hours. No car. I was riding a motorbike.
Yes.
Wow.
And I had about 8 outreach centers by then. And even most of my outreach centers, I was going in the evening because they were all farmers. If you go in the morning, virtually there will be nobody to take care of. So my clinics were starting around 2 p.m. in my outreach centers. So right at the clinic, conduct deliveries, I do antenatal, postnatal clinic, OPD cases come in, I have to go and do. I go out for immunization sessions, I do family planning and all that. So
You do that before you go for your visits,
yes.
or
So
it's combined?
so what happens is I have a schedule
Okay.
which is pasted at the OPD.
Okay.
And there was something we were doing with the community members. So we had the community-based volunteers
Okay.
who were supporting us to work.
Okay.
So the CBS knows the schedule for the day. So once a case comes, if it is a labor
Who is
case,
CBS?
a community-based
Based
volunteer.
Volunteers. Okay. All right.
So once a labor case comes, wherever I am in the community, my outreach center, they will send a motorbike to come and pick me.
Okay.
So it means that that immunization session, the antenatal I'm doing in the community, the family planning I have gone out to provide, I will hold that one on, come back to my station, conduct the delivery and go back. So I did all these for about 8 years. In addition to administrative work, because at the end of the month, you must generate your data,
Report, yes.
you must go and do your presentations. I did all these for 8 years. I was like, if I'm doing all these, why don't I apply to the midwifery training
Okay.
so that I would get the skills and the knowledge?
Okay.
So I applied to the Panta Midwifery Training College by then. I'm a guy and I come from Abukobi.
Okay.
So I thought it wise to come to Panta, at least just to get closer to the house and then.
After all, you've been away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I stayed at home and was going to campus. And then I completed my post-basic midwifery. After which I enrolled at the University of Cape Coast for my diploma in midwifery. Yes. And then,
I don't get it.
so the post-basic is a course.
Okay. Yes.
Yes,
So that one
in midwifery.
Okay.
And then I later on went to UCC for my diploma
Okay.
in midwifery. I did not go back to the Brown Afro region.
Why?
I was posted to the Greater Accra region and to Shayo Sudoku.
Oh.
Yes. So as a Shayo Sudoku District Hospital, I thought it wise to upgrade myself. So after the diploma, I enrolled at the Valley View University, which is very much closer to my facility, and did my BSc in midwifery. Wow. So I graduated in the year 2022 with a first class BSc in midwifery.
Wow.
I still,
Are you done with the party for the first class, or you are not going to do it?
Kabi, you know there are a lot of parties too.
Okay, so there will be a lot.
So after the BSc in midwifery, I pursued some short courses. Some were certificates in leadership and management from the Pretoria University. I also am currently a master's in public health candidate from the University of Ghana, where I'm specializing in population, family, and reproductive health.
Hey,
Yes.
but you see the trouble you've brought.
Yes, sir.
We're all learning from
You see
activity.
the trouble you've brought.
I'm literally shivering.
let them go up for me.
The story of antipathy
Yes.
so inspiring. Now
Yes.
I'm scared.
Don't be Kobe.
Don't be
I'm
scared.
shivering.
Actually,
be
yesterday, a lecturer from the University of Ghana, a very distinguished lecturer, mentioned how he is anticipating the next 5-10 years the cadre of nurses, academic scholars we are going to have.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
please let's go on.
So I am currently, as I said, working at the Dodowa Hospital. My major passion is in adolescent health.
Wow.
You see, they are a vulnerable group.
Yeah.
and they most of the time think there's nobody to talk to
Yeah.
because of the stigma and all those things attached to it. So it came in mind that, look, we are having and recording adolescent pregnancies each and every day. But most of these adolescents will be brought to the clinics in emergency states.
Yeah.
Because they thought coming to the hospital, they may be stigmatized.
Yeah.
So I thought it wise, together with my colleagues and the management, to set up a clinic for them. Somebody may ask, are you not rather promoting adolescents? I said, no. I want to promote their health in terms of their reproduction. So a dedicated place for adolescent antenatal clinic was set up, and it's doing marvelously well. We talk about mentorship. So we have been able to mentor some of our colleagues, and they have taken up the place, and they are doing so well. Aside that, there are a lot of things that I'm doing.
That one will come there. You come there. That one will come there.
Yes.
The day you caused the whole earthquake, you know. Until came to wobble the system. Now you have taken the place.
Yes.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
That's so well done.
Thank
Let me ask a few questions here. Was there any points in your practice as a community nurse where you were like, no, because of this, I will go higher, or I'll pursue higher education? Was there any point, apart from the inspiration of, saving lives, was there some particular incident that really got you like, really, I'm going to go higher?
Sure. You see, even though I was at the rural clinic, I had students that were brought to me for clinicals, okay? And sometimes their set objectives are a little bit higher than my qualification. So they are expected to do or perform some tasks. But you know, the work we do, attitude, knowledge, and skills, you must get all that. You
Repeat
cannot,
that.
attitude, knowledge, and skills.
Okay, all right.
So once you have all these three, you are good to go.
Okay,
I may have the skills, but if I'm lacking in the knowledge aspects,
okay.
I said, okay, since students are being brought to me, since cases are coming, I need the knowledge to add to the skills. So that one challenged me a lot. I had some of my mates who were privileged to further their education faster and lecturing in such schools. So once one of them came and said, Jane, let's go to school. Let's go, let's upgrade ourselves. I said, Lizzie, look, I can't leave my community people behind.
Oh.
Yes. If I go, there's nobody to take care of them.
Take care of them.
Because around that time, it was a little bit difficult for you to get somebody to replace you.
Yeah.
Around those areas. The last time I spoke with them, they have enough staff working. I was so much happy because the pressure around that time was massive. So my colleague challenged me, and the students that were being brought, and the cases I was managing. I said, look, let me go and upgrade my skills, upgrade the knowledge, and then perform better. So that one challenged me too. And I have never regretted for once.
I see. I can see it's all over you. It's all over you. But whilst you were in the community doing all the one-man show, what one specific event you remember the most that challenged, that shook you?
Yes.
Yes. Do you remember anything like that?
A lot of them.
Share some
Because
with
you
us.
see, I earlier on mentioned that I was going for my outreach clinics or sessions in the evening.
Yeah.
I had a community called Koche, and it's very much far from my community. It is very much closer to Sunyani municipality. So I went for an outreach session. I quite remember it was a Tuesday.
How far was it? Can you estimate? Maybe about 20 kilometers?
It could be.
Okay.
So I went for the clinic, and then in the evening, I was riding alone. There were no lights around that place. So when I go, Just as we have the lights on now, I on my motorbike lights and use that one to work. So on my way riding back to my community, some people crossed me as young as I was. So when they crossed, apparently they were also coming from the farm. I didn't know. And because they were holding machetes and those things, I was afraid. So I fell with the motorbike in the darkness. So when I fell and my vaccine carrier and my bag and all those things, for them, one of them said, Madam, na. For them, once you are working with them, everybody says, Madam, na. Madam, na is no question. So immediately they rushed and they started making noise for the nearby community people to come closer together and help me to my place. In fact, Kobe, that day I realized that we need people. Because falling with my motorbike, with my vaccine carrier, with my bags, what would I have done?
Which kind of motor was this?
It was a Yamaha, the red one.
The high one?
Yes.
Oh.
I have pictures of me riding my motorbike. I mean, there was no way you could get car for
falling from that is something else.
Yes.
But thanks be to God. I mean, around those, there were no fractures. I didn't sustain any. There were some minor bruises. Because the motor was my everything by then. So you master it. They helped, they assisted me. And funny enough, when I got to my South District, there was a labor case waiting for me. Upon falling down from the motorbike.
Wow. It's as perfect as the downfall of a woman is at the end of the line.
So I asked my security man, why didn't you send for me? They said, oh, Auntie, when we watched the time, realized that you were
be
almost
coming.
here. They knew everything that was. And it was also a way of protecting me.
Yeah.
Because I was there alone in that facility. I would say that he's a security man, but for him, during the day, he goes to his farm and comes in the night, very much tired. So until Auntie Ebiabao, I don't even hear from him. So you see, working around those areas strengthens you.
And inspires you.
And it inspires you to do more.
Wow.
And then you feel very much belong to the people. Okay. I was with the people in the community. I would only say that I only bath and eat in my house. But whatever happens, I was going to their homes to give care to them. There are people...
Were you literally living in the clinic or something? Or you were far away? Or you were literally domiciled there?
Yeah, so the rural clinic had built a place as a quarters where I lived. Okay. So it was in the clinic. It was right. And one funny thing is, and one interesting thing is, you see, the people who let you feel belong. Okay. I had people coming to sweep, had people coming to fetch water, for you. Had people coming to do vegetable. Madam, and your duty. And if you don't take care, how can you leave? If you don't take care, you remain. Because, and most of the time I say that is the work. That is the work. You understand? The people at those grassroots, they also need care, and they are vulnerable. Yes. Around that time, there was, if I would say, mobile phones were there, but they were not in advanced states like now. So the only way of communication was me to move my motorbike and go, or get somebody to send. Sometimes even going to the bank to cash out money was a problem. I'm afraid, or if I leave, somebody may come. So if I will go, then I have to call the community-based volunteer to come and stay behind, and then get somebody on standby with a motorbike, so that in case a case comes, they will come and pick me.
So this clinic was just you?
Just me.
That is why I thought you had all the people you are talking about.
No. So the community-based volunteer is somebody the community has identified and a little bit learned, who can at least write. So during my immunization schedules and my growth monitoring, he would assist me to be plotting or be writing the names of those, you understand? So that was the only role the person was performing. Aside that, I do everything on my own. And there was no staff. I did all these for almost 6 years. Yes, almost 6 years until a community health nurse was brought. So I worked with her for some time, for about 2 years, and that one gave me way for me to be able to pursue my education.
So if you're watching us, this is not we are not reading biography or something like that, guys. We are talking about midwives and
Their incredible life journey. Today, we identified 3 midwives across the country who are here to share their story. And if you just joined, you missed a lot. But don't go. When everything is done, you can just scroll everything back and you can hear the incredible story of Auntie Fati and then her 33 years of nursing and how she went back to school even at a piano stage and how a staff nurse was helping and the staff nurse has sent us a message already that is listening and watching. So stick and stay, okay? Stick and stay. We have so much of these stories. We have come also to the story of Jane, and Jane is a multiple award-winning midwife, and she has this touching story of how she endured life in a very rural community, and as the only midwife with support of community volunteers. Talking about volunteers, there is one person who is with this trio, and I had a lot of volunteerism and there. But before we hit on volunteerism, because volunteerism was quite an important role here, and you have had quite a lot of roles with volunteerism. But before getting there, what has been your journey? Take us through, please. Don't let us tear.
I'm going to be crying. My colleagues here, my senior colleagues here have said it all, and I'm so much inspired by their stories. Trust me, I have been, as she said, something has awoken in me to pursue more, to do more. I am a very, very young midwife. I've worked for just 3 years. Yes.
What pushed you? What pushed you to be into midwifery?
Yes.
Tell us.
Interestingly,
Yeah.
I didn't know who a midwife was.
Oh.
Yes.
When did you
I
realize that?
wanted to go into media, journalism, or to do law.
Okay.
So midwifery was more of a financial escape for my father because of Alawa.
You are being truthful.
Yes.
Tell us.
So I went to school in 2016 at the Holy Family Nursing and Midwifery Training.
Is
in
it Brekum?
Yes.
All right.
And
One of the best tools.
Thank you very much for
One of the
acknowledging
best
that.
tools.
Thank
Auntie
you.
Fati will say Kolebu, but yeah, we are not going there.
So around that time, it was election year, campaign time. So we were the campaign message that allowance will be restored. And my father had so much hope in it. So he bought nursing training forms for me and said, don't go and do general nursing, do midwifery. I don't know why, but do midwifery. So I just went in there to fulfill my father's desire. Little did I know it was going to be a blessing for me. And I always say that midwifery has been a blessing in disguise. And I see it as an extension of who I've always been. Compassionate, trying to help people. When I was in school, midwifery was difficult. I didn't know it was that intense. Because I see how fluent some of the nurses, midwives in the hospital work, and I felt it was that easy. But going to school, I realized it needed so much attention. So I gave it my all. And in school...
Does it mean in the first year you took it for a joke?
No.
And then eventually you had to sit up?
No, just when I entered in, because first thing is, it wasn't something I was interested in.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure that I find the interest, because I can't fail. That was my mindset, that I can't fail. And Holy Family is strict.
I know.
Very strict. And before you step foot there, they let you know if you fail, you will repeat the class. Subsequently, you go home. And I can't allow my father's money to go, because for someone who is depending on allowance, you can imagine.
Exactly.
It means that he doesn't have enough to spare. Yes, so I had to take class very seriously. But one thing struck me, I mentioned I wanted to go into media. So I realized that I could blend my passion in media with my knowledge in midwifery.
Okay.
Yes. And when you talk, people will listen to you because you have the knowledge, you were a midwife. And when I was in second year, a tutor of mine identified potential in me that I could speak, I could advocate, more like educate people. So he had an opportunity to go to a school to give an education on personal hygiene.
Okay.
Then he gave that opportunity to me to do that. Then he was like, Sarah, I know you can do it. I'm not going with you. Just go and talk to them about personal hygiene. And so we went, and I was very much heartbroken by the knowledge of the girls on menstrual health and hygiene.
Oh.
They didn't know anything.
Oh.
Some
How
of
old
them.
were they?
Sorry,
How old
it was
were
a secondary school. It was a secondary school right by. If you know Brekum very well, the Catholic Church. There's an SHS
Yeah,
school there.
yeah.
Yes, I don't want to mention the
Yeah,
school's name,
yeah.
but there's an SHS there. So that's where we went, and the girls in there, first off, they were shy to even talk about menstruation. And there was one incident that there was this girl that was menstruating and was not in any sanitary pad because she had used gentian violet, right? And in her defense, she had spoken to her friend, and her friend says that it's a sore. So once you are hurt, you use gentian violet and it goes. So because it's a sore, she can use gentian violet and it will go with time.
No.
So she was just seated in the class with gentian violet in there with her panty, and my heart broke. And with my understanding about the reproductive health of a woman, everything is closely fused together. When you get an infection, ascending infection, it just go in, then it affects every other part, your womb, your uterus, then it goes to your fallopian tube. Now your fallopian tube can even get blocked because of infection. Now you grow up and you are fighting fertility, and you forget that it was the little things that you did when you were young. So with my understanding in midwifery,
That's revealing anyway. You really taught me something. Thank you.
you're welcome. So with my understanding in midwifery, it motivated me to take up that initiative of educating young girls on menstrual health and hygiene. So that's how my passion for advocacy started. And from nursing training second year, we've spoken to over 50,000 girls.
Wow.
We've distributed over 50,000 disposable sanitary pads.
Wow.
And we've given 5 boreholes to community schools.
Wow.
Because when we talk about menstrual hygiene, it has to be holistic. We talk about wash systems. They need water to be able to wash down, to wash their panties. We've given about 5 dustbins to the schools so that they can properly dispose their pads. And menstrual hygiene also goes a long way to affect the education of the girl child, because she will not come to school. Now we are talking about representation.
Hold on. You started advocacy too early. Please, you started advocacy too early. She's so oriented, very objective, very oriented to wherever she's going. So we would stop. We'll block you here small. You didn't tell us how you managed to get out of NTC.
Okay.
Take us through that one.
Yeah.
Then we'll come back to the systems of improving reproductive health for young women, because this is a very strong point we can't miss. And Jane, this should tell you the problem is really big.
Yes.
Really big.
Yes.
But let's get back to school.
So because I mentioned that I first didn't have an interest, and I had to find the interest. So I identified one senior of mine. In first year we all do general nursing.
Yeah.
So he was a general nursing student, and he played the piano in church, and I sing.
Oh.
So before rehearsal, we will learn. Then prep time, he was more of an accountability partner for me. So I was able to pick up in the first year. he was a senior, so he left early. So by the time he left, I was able to learn on my own. So that's how come I was able to catch up with school. Even though I didn't finish with the first class, but I finished with the second class. I think 3.23, 3.25, yeah. That was my GPA for diploma in midwifery. And I was so proud of myself.
You should be.
Yes, I was very, very proud of myself. And the fact that I didn't just go through school, but I left school with an initiative that was impacting my community at large.
Wow.
Yes, I completed in 2019. Yes, and I did my national service at Eastern Regional Hospital. Yeah, Eastern Regional Hospital. In
That was your first place of work?
That was my first place of work in 2020. For me, honestly, I was not comfortable doing hospital work.
I see.
Yes.
But not every nurse is made for the bedside anyway.
Thank you. God bless you.
Are you serious?
I think I should speak to that for us.
Thank you. God bless
But
you.
how I can sense there was some challenge.
A lot of challenges. Because, you know,
Which one was the first one?
the first one was first time going for clinicals at the emergency ward.
Yeah.
And it was night duty. You know, Holy Family has a hospital.
Yes.
So it was an internal clinical.
Yeah.
And I was at the emergency ward. I've gone to buy my check.
Yeah.
That after vital, you know, first day you do vitals and then.
A lot.
So I said, well, after my vitals, I'll take my check. Then
Go and
I'll
rest a
wait.
little bit. Yeah.
Yes. Then I go to the ward, after buying the check, I put it, I go to the ward and my in charge says I'll go and serve medication. And the medication is for an old man. And it was rectal. So I'm trying to push the medication into the rectum.
Yeah.
And this man is forcing the thing out.
Yeah.
Forcing it out, and the thing was watching. And then I'm like, God, is this what I'm going to do?
Oh no.
Like, God, this is just first year, and look at what I've become. It was like, I'm going to encounter blood and all that. But that encounter in the first year,
Yeah.
I was really thinking my life choices. Yes, but I think it also pushed me to do more, to learn more, and to also explore other avenues. Because if you say you don't want to be on the ward for a long time, what can you do best to still maintain your clinical skills and still advance early in life? So it helped me, it awakened me to explore many avenues that now, by God's grace, I'm still doing, but I've been able to do most of it in my young life.
What was your first clinical experience on labor?
All I could say was, God is wonderful. That's all I could say. Because imagining I'm sorry, my order, the vagina.
Yeah. You're talking about midwife.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
But yeah, we will still.
Okay, so the V.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of children.
Yes, please. PG 16. So, see the vagina stretch that's wide to accommodate the head of a baby. Yeah. Seeing the head mold to come out. Yeah. When you sit down, you see that, like, God really thought about everything.
Wow.
And for me, I was just saying, like, God is wonderful.
Yeah.
But I was scared.
Your first time?
My first time, I was scared.
Great.
Because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And seeing my fellow woman go through that pain, go through that stretch and all that. At a point, I was pregnancy scarred, but I think now I'm fine. my first experience, all I could say was, God is wonderful.
Yeah.
I was really scared with all the things, but I think I got really good supervisors that held my hands. You know, it's very important. Mentorship is so important. Because the young person to the world very scared. And in fact, in this time, Gen Zs, we have a lot of things on our minds, in our heads. We are restless. So when this person comes in, mentorship is very, very important, that you hold the person's hand literally and help the person through what you have been able to achieve. I think from where I trained, that gave me a very good foundation
There is a sister in Brekum, Catholic sister, one of your tutors. I've forgotten her name. We'll remember that. But I just wanted to know
I
how
remember
their
as well.
impact is like as Catholic sisters and still having to train on you. And most importantly, you represent the new generation of midwives. I would want to come back and hear from you how we can blend the two of the old and the new. But Auntie Fati, you are getting a lot of comments here. Oh. People are, they've intentionally flooded the page, and all of you guys seem to have someone who knows one of you. And they are sharing interesting comments all over here. So maybe at the right time, I'm going to read some of the comments you're getting. But it's very exciting, it's very revealing. I like your energy, I like the experience, community experience. But Auntie Fati, take us. What do you make of the stories of these two? I mean, for the want of a better word, you come from the old generation into the new.
Yes, please.
And Jane takes over from your point.
Yeah.
And now we are settling into the new generation.
The new generation.
What do you make of the cycle we are experiencing now?
Yes.
Do you think it will best respond to the maternal and child health challenges we have now? And in your experience, how can we model the two or everything together to respond to the maternal health challenges we have now?
Okay, that's a good question. But to start with, it wasn't actually easy at the beginning. Okay. It has been that difficult. Jane's story tells it all. Looking at the current midwifery patient ratio, the ideal one in the developed countries, we have 1:1. In some countries, it's 1:4. In Ghana, we are battling with 1:500. Yes. Yes, 500 plus. So that is the real story she's giving us. So,
and if I'm not mistaken, 1:500 pregnant women.
Yes.
And so it means that you are 1:2. There are 2 human beings in one.
In one.
Yeah.
So you'll be doing 1:1,000.
Yes.
That is what the midwife is doing. So actually looking at the team, I don't think they are wrong to say 1,000 more midwives.
1 million.
The work is huge, and actually more people will be needed. So let me come from our time.
Yes.
During our time, it wasn't that easy. Gadgets were not part of us. You needed to palpate with your hands to locate the head and tell the presentation of the baby. You needed your fingers and a pinna to listen to the baby's heartbeat. Thanks to technology.
What is the pinna? Is it
the peanut is an instrument, the one like a vuvuzela.
Okay.
You put it on the woman's abdomen.
Okay.
And then you will have to focus to get the heart, to hear the heartbeat and count it on your own.
And that will tell that the baby is alive.
It's alive and is doing well or not doing well.
A critical thing, but you didn't have the tool for it.
There was no tool then.
We understand that there are some at that time that had to use the big cardboard in a T-roll.
Yes.
To listen.
To listen when they didn't have the instrument.
I ever used them in my community.
Yes. So this is how far we have come.
Yes.
What?
Yes, this is how far we have come today. So to God be the glory, I would say the young ones have the opportunity now, but my advice to them is that they shouldn't miss out and rely on technology alone.
Okay.
We should still blend your initial assessment with what the scan or the fetal Doppler is telling you. There are times you can have a faulty fetal Doppler that will give you an FH.
FH is what? Fetal
heart rate.
Okay, all right.
But with your experience, there are times people still use the tool to actually feel and know what is actually recorded. So this is how I want my midwives to know that we are not saying do it the way we did it, but still blend your personal examination with that of the scan or the tools, and it will help us and send us far. If you miss on your assessment, let me give an example. We had a baby that the scan gave 2.6 kilos as the estimated birth weight. But when the woman stood, you could get a huge abdomen protruding. So for you, the midwife, which one will you rely on? Should I do my personal examination and findings to compare the two and know what I'm working with? If you miss out on that and try to depend on scan alone, they will be missing up on a lot. So I will urge them to still blend the two, be there themselves, be interested in their own findings before they go onto their machines. So we can blend and be better midwives. Self-assessment is what I'm talking of, and not rely on machinery.
So regardless, what you're saying is regardless of the generation you find yourself, your knowledge
should be at the best.
Skills.
You should know what you are actually doing.
Wow.
When we come to the recommendations, there are a lot of recommendations I have outlined. I don't know if there will be a time, or I should say them now.
Go ahead.
Okay. So in my recommendations, I am saying that
so
for
this
the
will be
staff,
your recommendation. Do you want to hold on, because there are some comments people have brought
I will want to
that
hold on.
they are so pressing that we share it.
Yes.
But Sarah and Jane, you have some interesting comments here too.
Yes.
Wow.
But let's start with the OG first. Now, Auntie Fati, there are so many people who say that they have worked with you and you have inspired them.
Okay.
Mama Yadia Pena is saying that, well done, Comrade Fati. La General Hospital has really shaped most of us.
Yes.
And I'm proud to have worked in that facility.
Yes.
Our first point of call that gave birth to the Midwife Society today,
Yes.
where Edith and I met, we are today, breaking barriers. Much love to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Auntie Fati, Sandra Opon says, Auntie Fati is an amazing woman.
Wow.
Sedina Aye says, Auntie Fati is a mother. She is the reason I did midwifery.
Wow.
She is my mentor.
Yes.
Hamdia Abdullahi says, guys, please add where you are sending the messages from, so that when we finish, we'll come there. Hamdia Abdullahi says, Auntie Fati, my mentor and trainer, Allah bless you with more knowledge.
Amen.
Jennifer Amwa, yours is also here. Should I read it for you? Yes. Sarah is one of the best, youngest midwives I've come across. 3 years with so much impactful experience. Sarah,
Yes.
I want you to know New Jersey midwives are proud of you, from Jenny Sweets.
Thank you.
Yes. Auntie Fati, your comments are even getting drowned here. Guys, please, production, please make sure you pull out all the comments here, because there are lots of them.
Yes.
And there is this gentleman who has sent a message about the fact that he's appreciative of you mentioning that he was part of
My who I am today.
that,
Yes.
He's so proud of you.
Yes.
Our sister Deborah Williams Doku says, congratulations, Auntie Fati.
Okay.
Susan Obile Otu, our sister, she's watching. She says she's proud of all of you.
Thank you.
Look, we'll come back to the questions. We'll come back to the comments that have come in. But impressive. Guys, keep your comments dropping, your questions. I'm sure we'll definitely read it out. We were talking about systems. Looking about all that we've done.
Yes.
And you mentioned that we don't have to forget about the experience we have,
Yes.
and the knowledge, regardless of the technology
self-assessment, yes.
that we have. Now, this falls in line with the 1 million midwives thing that we're talking about.
Yes.
Jane, there's a critical area you were trying to address, adolescents.
Yeah.
How can we position the midwifery community to respond to this critical group of people?
Thank you for the question. You know, as I mentioned earlier, the adolescents are a vulnerable group.
Yeah.
And rightly, as we are saying, the midwifery fraternity, we have the young, both the young and the old. And I will say that we have late adolescents. So if I say late adolescents, we have up to about 24. And we even have some of our late adolescents being midwives. So I keep on saying that for us to know more, the training must start right at our training or our tertiary institutions. How well has adolescent health been inculcated into our curriculum?
Yeah.
So if this is in the curriculum,
adolescent health within the
training,
system.
yes.
Okay.
So during our training at the various tertiary institutions, being it the training colleges or the universities, how well have we positioned adolescent health in the curriculum?
Okay.
I think that taking it from there would give a lot more knowledge.
Okay.
Blending it to the clinical field. When it gets to the clinical setting, how well do we pay attention to adolescent health?
Okay.
I know there are a lot of policies and programs around adolescents.
Okay.
And for these to run, it means that during policy formulation, adolescent health must also be included. We also need to take the adolescents themselves to be part of whatever we do. Taking or formulating policies about adolescents. Are adolescents even called to the table? So once we are formulating policies about adolescents, it means that there must be fair representation of adolescents on the policy table.
How do we do that?
So that is where all stakeholders come together.
Okay.
Once the stakeholders come together, we identify these groups. They are invited. Ghana Education Service, together with the Ghana Health Service and all other stakeholders, both private and then public, comes together, and then we formulate policies on adolescents. At our various working places, how well do we establish our adolescent corners? So the adolescents will feel very much relaxed and walk into a center and say that, look, this is a place for us. We are very much welcome. Once that is done, their health is improved.
Okay. Now, before summing up on that part, someone asked a question. I think it's relating to the first part of your experience.
Okay.
The person is asking, Afrani is asking, whether you did have an annual leave when you are back in your community. Or you prefer not to say, or you will say?
I would.
Okay.
You see, annual leave, I was filling the annual leave forms, and then my district director was endorsing it, but I was literally on site throughout the period. Literally on site. The only time I could say I was off the workplace was when I'm on maternity leave.
Okay.
Because that one, I have to come down home to my family and then deliver. And one thing is, once I go back, who assists me to take care of my child and then the work? And that was also a little bit of a challenge there. But thanks to God, I don't know where it came from, but I was able to blend the two, taking care of my children and then doing the work. Thanks to my family, who were also very much supportive.
Okay.
Because once my kids are able to grow to a certain stage, they come for the child, and then I continue. So the only time I could go off was my maternity leave. For annual leave, it was virtually on site.
And what was happening in your mind when you were on maternity leave? I'm tempted to think that you're even thinking about your community more than your situation. True or false?
True.
Yeah, okay, it's okay. Don't say much. Unless you have something else you want to say.
So once I'm pregnant and I get to about 6 months, I start prompting my district director for a replacement.
Okay.
Because I'll definitely go.
Okay.
But I don't want to go and leave the place without a proper replacement.
Okay.
I don't want a situation where there will be break in care.
Okay.
Because the community have been able to be positioned that they now understand what healthcare means.
Okay.
And human attitude, once you go back, it will be a little bit difficult to bring it together again.
Okay.
So around my 6th month, I start sensitizing my district director to get a replacement.
Okay.
So she goes to other districts or other communities and gets a replacement for me. But one thing is, once Jane is back, the people say, Auntie Jane, what about
Take over. So, Auntie Jane, you still have some comments coming in from more people. Patient Senaki says, Jane, I'm very proud of you. Betty Akon Mami says, very inspiring discussion. Hamdia says, my in charge, Jane. Hajia Sahada to Idris says, beautiful discussion. Victoria Anawe says, nostalgic moment with great midwife. God continue to bless you guys.
Amen.
Abira Comfort says, shout out to Auntie Fati. Stephen Ukunu says, nice presentation. Charlotte Akoto says, Auntie Fati, congratulations on your promotion. You tell us about the promotion and the party.
Yes.
You always inspire us. And Yao Kluche says, he's a guy. He says, I want to be a midwife because of them. So let's come to you whilst we are going to round up with your recommendations and all that.
Okay.
What was the award? What was your award?
GRNMA Best Nurse Midwife for Eastern Region.
Eastern Region?
Yes, please.
What did you do?
A lot of things.
Tell us some.
Okay. So when I was posted to the hospital, that was in 2022, SDA Hospital in Koforidua. I was first at the theater. Then the following year, I moved to the labor ward.
Yeah.
When I was at the labor ward, I realized that the mothers that were coming to labor with complications like obstructed labor, for some people, they don't even know it's time. By the time they get there, it's head imperium.
What does that mean?
The baby's head is already...
It's almost coming out,
yes.
yeah.
And when you look into the antenatal book, you realize that they've not gone for any antenatal before. And if you look at their occupation, they are market women. And so I thought about it, that what can I do to help the situation? And also the records for antenatal was not encouraging. So I decided to establish a clinic in the marketplace.
Wait. The market that they are selling, Pusta, you want to go and do a clinic? Okay. Wow.
Yes. So I decided to establish a clinic in the marketplace. And it's called the Agata Market.
Okay.
It's like a 5-8 minutes walk from my hospital. And that place used to be a train waiting area. So there's a structure there already. And I went to the Municipal Health Directorate to talk to them about my idea, why I want to do what I want to do. They gave me the go-ahead, and we renovated the place into a clinic where the market women were able to access antenatal service right in the hospital. Because I believe that nothing should be a barrier for a woman to access healthcare.
Okay.
You know, for them, leaving their work, it means they're going to lose vital income. And when they come to the hospital, they will need money to pay some service, because NHIS will cover for some, but they will still need money to
out of pocket
services. So I renovated the train station area into a clinic, and for 18 months, the municipality has recorded 3% increase in antenatal uptake. Yes.
Wow.
And also, I have the emergency kits that I provide for them. It has everything a woman needs for labor, from the cord sheets, everything, virtually everything. I give to them for free, but I outsource from partners. Yes. And so far, I have worked with UNFPA, I've worked with UNICEF, I've worked with the Ministry of ICT and Innovation in Rwanda. I've worked with a lot of partners, and I believe that there are lots of information on the internet, and all these opportunities, I got them from the internet. I apply with my idea, they love the idea, and they are willing to help me grow my idea. So currently, even though I'm in Accra, it's still running, because I was working with not a rotation midwife, and now she's not posted, she's at home. So now I'm working with her, and it's a source of work for her as well, that's now that the government has not posted her yet. Another initiative that got me the best nurse midwife was, I have an app called the Oba app. So I also realized that now technology is everywhere. people have their phones. I started a TikTok page, and anytime I post about reproductive health education, my comments, my DMs get flooded. The girls are asking a lot of questions, and you can see that they want a safe space for them to freely discuss their reproductive health. So I decided to leverage on technology to build an app. Well, I didn't build it, but I led a team to build the app. Where on the app you can track your menstrual cycle, so that you don't miss it. You can get access to information on sexual and reproductive health. You can track your pregnancy journey as well. And the new feature we are working on is to book a consultation with a midwife. Because now people want flexibility. They want to be able to be at home and speak to a midwife freely. So that was another initiative that got me the
I'm
best.
sure if I say go ahead, you're going to do and then the other, and then the other.
Yes.
I have been able to come up with a lot of initiatives.
Good.
Because at every stage in my career, I identify a gap
Problem.
and I find innovative ways to solve them. I don't complain about the system because we complain enough. But what can you do in your own way to help where you are? Like shine bright the corner where you are.
Awesome.
That's always my belief.
Awesome.
And that's going where I am.
We'll come back for your last words.
Yes.
But can you give me one or two gaps that you think still exist per where you stand and what you've been doing? One or two gaps that you think must critically be addressed. I will come back to you on that one. Then you tell us also what should we be addressing in terms of your new generation. All right, great. So tell us briefly about what you took the award for from the region to national, and then yes.
Okay, so I have done a lot in terms of innovation,
Yes.
in terms of mentorship, in terms of preceptorship, and also policy formulation. So when we get to the clinical setting, as I mentioned, my adolescents,
Okay.
I helped in establishing, or I established an adolescent antenatal clinic solely to attend to pregnant adolescents. And I can tell you for a fact that now our data that we are churning month after month out of that adolescent clinic is very much impressive.
Wow.
We have been able to improve upon adolescent maternal health drastically. So the number of adolescents coming to the clinic with complications and other things has reduced. I'm glad to say that even most of my adolescents are back in school. So after delivery, around that time, I got funding from Midwife. Midwife is Midwifery Research and Education Fund from the University of Ghana. So they came in to support adolescent maternal mental health. And around that time, we worked with the clinical psychologists. The University of Ghana also supported, and were able to take care of some of these adolescents who were not even having money to attend clinic. They took care of their clinic, they took care of their bills, even after delivery, and enrolled some back to school. Some were taken in to go and learn other trades.
Okay.
So that adolescent clinic is solid now and fully functional.
Wow.
With about 4 strong midwives manning that place.
Wow.
Aside that, you know, our maternal mortality is something we do not want to talk about.
Exactly.
And we don't even want to happen. So I would say the causes of these maternal mortality is as a result of hypertensive disorders and other medical conditions. And grouping these, I would say they are high-risk conditions.
Okay.
So hypertension in pregnancy, diabetes in pregnancy, somebody with twins, somebody with other sickle cell and all those things. I thought it wise to create a space for that. So when a pregnant woman comes for antenatal, she's not attended to as any other person. So I set up the high-risk consulting room. And before this high-risk consulting room came into being, there was training. So the team is comprised of obstetrician and gynecologists, a hospital management, lab, clinical psychologists, everybody on board, pharmacists. midwives, nurses, ambulance, security, everybody is on board. And then we set up this high-risk clinic. And I'm confident to say that it has helped our facility, not only the facility, the service as a whole, to reduce drastically maternal mortality. So our maternal and neonatal outcomes have been very much positive.
Okay.
Because there is strict observation and management of these cases. Aside that, we also, together with my team, I came up with a shift system. You know, we have different categories of people that comes for antenatal with a lot of backgrounds. My sister Ali said she had most of her people being market women. I have everybody. So I have market women, I have farmers, I have teachers, I have secretary, and everybody coming. Are we going to schedule the clinic in such a way that the time will be favorable for everybody? Not a cultural setup. So I came up with a shift system at the antenatal clinic. So unlike a normal coming to work at 8 and closing at a specific time, I divided the clinic into 2 shifts. So there were midwives that were coming to work as early as 6 a.m. People may wonder, how can I leave my house and come to work at 6? Yes, it's doable, it's possible. So midwives were coming to work at 6 a.m. And the thing is, not only midwives, because we don't work in isolation.
Exactly.
So all other departments were on board. We have a record session, our lab that brought about the mini lab at the antenatal. So we have the mini lab there, I have the pharmacy there, I have the records, everything in the antenatal clinic.
Okay.
So once it's 6 o'clock, everybody is rolling. And I can tell you for a fact that before 8 a.m., we are able to attend to about 50 pregnant women, and they've gone back to work. Aside this, mentorship, preceptorship was something that I took personal. Because people need to understand the work, even when they are posted. Who mentors her? How is she able to fit into the system? And this is one thing that I took up. When students come, are we leaving them to just go through the stream and be checking the vitals and go home? No, we assign tasks. So for me, as you complete your clinical assignment with me, there is an exam session you write before I evaluate you. Yes. And this thing was, they will go and come and tell me, Auntie Jane, this is something good we need.
Wow.
Because she cannot just come and pass through the system. Because in future, I'll be working with her. So we need to build those systems very much strong. The last is about policy formulation. So I was privileged to be part of WHO's adaptation kits policy, where we were able to put up that policy, and it has been validated in Ghana and Kenya. We are waiting for it to be enrolled. Aside that, I do some monitoring for the WHO as well, and the Ghana Health Service headquarters as a whole. There are a lot. If I say I'll mention them.
The thing is in phases. Pre and then post and all that place. But we don't have all the time. And I believe that production is going to make time for us again. Because the way they are giving us signs behind the scenes, we'll come back to it. But definitely you are going to take the last part. So you keep your diary.
I have it.
You are doing so many calculations there. You should give us your last words. Your last words. If there's any challenges that needs to be addressed, recommendations that we can do to reach the theme that has been labeled out. If there are any suggestions, recommendations, any way to reach you and all of them, please sum it up. Should I give you 2 minutes or 1 minute? Anyway, you have the floor.
Anyway, thank you very much. So first of all, I'll talk about mindsets. Mindsets when it comes to who a midwife is. We have limited our mindset to a midwife just working in the clinical space, or a midwife is someone who just gives birth, helps people to deliver. And I would want midwives to expand their mindset beyond the hospital walls, that our responsibilities or our roles are far, far beyond the hospital. And so if you have this mindset, now you begin to explore the other ways you can help the woman in the same way, you will be able to expand and build yourself as a midwife. Because in the past, people would just wait for the system to promote them.
Good.
They would wait 3 years, 5 years to promote them. What if you are not granted the promotion and you need to be there waiting for that? What happens to your knowledge? You even need knowledge if you are on the clinical space to be able to provide evidence-based midwifery service to your women. So I would say that midwives should change their mindsets about the profession. And also for us to be able to achieve the 1 million more midwife, there are a lot of midwives at home.
Thank you.
Say
it.
A lot of midwives at home that needs to be deployed, that needs to be enrolled into the system. I'll use this platform to encourage and plead
Yes, go ahead.
that our midwives are deployed, because the service that we provide is so essential, very essential. Imagine that there's a midwife in a community. You should understand the ripple effects that is going to have in the community, that she's able to help deliver a mother. Now the baby is able to grow. Now this woman is able to go back to work, help the economy of the country. So you know, the work that we do, it ripples far beyond what we see. So yeah, that's what I would say. And my young midwives,
Tell us.
my young midwives, the midwifery profession, people think that there is no growth potential in it. I'm currently doing my MPhil at Wisconsin.
Please cut.
And just yesterday, an article that I wrote got accepted to be published.
Wow.
With the Practicing Midwife Journal in Australia.
And in fact, you see the problem you've caused.
Let them soar high.
Yes, and the title actually is Innovation, the Heart of a Midwife. Because I believe that the midwifery profession is evolving, and we need to evolve with that. And I love the submission Auntie Jane mentioned. And that's my research paper for my MPhil, that we need to be flexible with our antenatal system. Can't we do a home service for the mothers? So midwives, there are lots of potential around our work. And I also have a challenge with how the training system is. We appreciate it, but one other part of it is I feel like people are trained for the government space alone.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of midwives are at home. Because when the government is not posting me, that's the end of my life. I cannot do anything, cannot go anywhere. But my darling, if the government is not posting you, you can do a lot more things. Social entrepreneurship is there, education is there, advocacy is there. Volunteer for a hospital. That will give you the experience for you to add up to your knowledge. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Oh, Gen Z Fuaka save you. Yes. So, Mr. Jane, yeah.
So for me, I think the 1 million more midwives means that, rightly as Sarah said, after the training, we need to retain. And the retention too needs motivation. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the GRNMA.
Yeah.
Because GRNMA is motivating us nurses and midwives very well.
Okay.
Let's take this award system. It's a form of identifying the good things we are doing and then awarding our efforts. We do not take it lightly at all. These awards have been able to expose us a lot.
Yeah.
Because you know the GRNMA is a very broad association.
Yes.
So the exposure a lot, the things we have benefited even after these awards. I and my colleagues will say a very big thank you to our Madam President and her able leadership and her executives and the rank and file of the GRNMA for the good thing they are doing.
Awesome.
This session alone talks much. Another thing is that midwives, let us explore.
Great.
Let us explore. As I speak in June, I'll be doing a virtual abstract presentation in London on maternal health there. And it's a conference that is being held. Unfortunately, I cannot go in person.
Okay.
So I'll do my presentation virtually. There are lots of opportunities out there. Let us exploit them, take advantage of them, leverage on them, and update our skills and knowledge. This is the little I have.
Charlie, the little no, be heavy too much. So let's close the chapter well. Now we are at
Sorry,
your feet.
please, before we close the
Yes.
chapter, so there's an opportunity for young midwives.
Okay,
And I
tell
would
us.
love to share.
Okay.
So I mentioned that I am a UNFPA Youth Leader Fellow.
Okay.
And I'm currently a United Nations team.
Yes.
It's an opportunity for young people
To equally get on board.
to get on board.
All right.
But I believe that it will be beneficial for midwives. And since it started, I'm the first midwife to be in it. It shows how midwives are exploring. You know, UNFPA is the United Nations agency responsible for maternal health.
Health, yeah.
And personally, it has really exposed me,
Okay.
broadened my mind about maternal and child health. And so, please, I would love that young midwives, if you are between the age of 18 to 30, please do apply for this opportunity. It's a life-changing opportunity.
Make sure you send
For
the
you.
procedure for the application. Then the production will put
Yes,
it up
yes,
in the
yes.
next session.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Me cry apply. So Auntie Fatty, take us through.
I think my young midwives are
Exactly.
making us proud.
Extremely.
Yes, extremely proud. That is why I say I don't regret for where I am. We could have done better, but the way forward is there. We are looking up to them to make us proud. Thank you very much. I have a few roles here I want us to look at. First, government. We are looking at expanding, deploying those who are at home. Let them join us and let us create a better workforce.
Great.
I would want government to look at the urban, rural, mal-represented opposition. We have a lot of midwives in the urban areas, and the rural areas are neglected. Can government look at deploying midwives or redistributing midwives to the less privileged areas where the numbers are so bad, with incentives and then other packages?
Great.
We will look at ensuring a safe staffing level and adequate equipment, essential equipment for work. It will surprise you that most of the delivery beds in the facilities are beds that cannot be operated, cannot be adjusted. It leaves the midwife with pains, and then on retirement, they become that useless. They go home with more waist pains. Provide numeration and
Yes.
better salary for the midwives.
Very
I think
important.
they have seen it. What
Very
we
important.
are talking of
Yes.
is not an easy job at all. We will want to include midwives in national decision making to ensure that our voices are also heard. Not forgetting of our regulatory bodies, the council.
Yes.
What can the council do to help us? The council should ensure that schools are accredited. Functioning schools training students should be accredited. Not only accredited, but with competency-based curriculum. Students shouldn't just pass through the schools and come out, but they should come out with competencies that is ready for work. We also want to say that they should monitor the students when they are on clinical sessions. There should be skills, tutors, principals, and the regulators themselves should pass through and see what is happening during their training session. She's mentioned preceptorship. It's not very bad, very good to ensure that they come out with the right skill. We should also institute this ongoing training and skill update. You don't employ and leave them to their fate. Once a while, we should be called together to update our skills so that we ensure that critical services are provided. We should promote specialist training. Midwives should be encouraged to go in for this emergency specialist obstetric as well as critical care so that we come up to the task of the work ahead of us. Association, you are there for us, but we also still asking for a better pay and working conditions for the midwife. Ensure that midwives are placed well so that they will be motivated to do their best. Influence national and global policies. Rich Hospital had it, the Kibeli Association. They were in an association with a foreign, I think it was in the US. Once a while, they pick nurses to the US to study what is happening. They come back and the hospital is transformed. You learn things there and then come and ensure it is done. For conferences, workshops, and the learning process, it is something GRNMA is doing for us, but we are still asking for
more.
For more to ensure that we are at the best. Then let me come back to my midwives. Gen Z midwives.
Yes.
Yes. Your role is hard and difficult to do, but this is what the way forward. They can add 1,000 or more, but if our attitude towards the mothers is not transformed and improved, our mothers will still go to the TBS. So I'm pleading with my midwives to take respective maternity care seriously. We should ensure cultural sensitive care, know where the person is coming from and afford her that respect to get them look for us. I beg you, this is very serious and it's at my heart. Respectful maternity care. Let the woman leave the facility and will always mention it. Then we should uphold this dignity in seeking the consent of our mothers before attending to them. Always ask a mother, explain the procedure to the mother, and let them give you that consent before it is done. Then we should engage in this lifelong learning skills. The Gen Z midwives, you are for that already. And I'm happy the sky or beyond the sky should be your limit. We should adapt this new technology and then innovation in our care. I will end by saying that although we are asking for more and 1,000 more midwives to join the workforce to make it easy for us to give our best, but I'm pleading that our attitude towards it should be at best, so that all these things put together, midwifery will be at its right place. Thank you very much.
Hey, right now you've written thesis in your book. Thank you so much. And a wonderful attainment of your professional career. You are now a chief nursing officer, midwifery officer. That is the apogee, the apex, the superimposing part of your career. And we are happy to have had you here. CNO Caroline or Fati Asigri, aka Antifati. Yes. And then we had also Janet Okere, Ogeji Okere, the first runner-up, national best midwife, regional, Greater Accra regional best nurse midwife, was here with us and shared her remarkable journey, her community life, and whatever she's doing in the scope of adolescent health. And also our senior Gen Z, she drove us through her lifetime in school, and she shared with us her incredible journey she's had in the area of working with these international agencies and your advocacy. Also, you have shared with us the opportunities that are there for other midwives to participate in. Thank you so much, my guest, and thank you everyone who was out there watching. There is so much to have talked about, but production says there is no time, because we have a second session where we'll share some beautiful surprises. But at the same time, we are happy to have had our guests with us to celebrate the International Day of the Midwife. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much to the GRNMA production for having held this. Thank you, Madam President. We know you are watching from wherever you are. Special mention to also Professor Samuel Ajololo and Professor Florence Knapp on their full professorship that they attend quite recently. Special mention also to Professor Charles Ampone J, and also to Dr. Levina with the WHO, who worked with a team to produce the maternal mental health policy quite recently. So we hope you had a good time. Please wait, we will have a break, and then we will come back to you again to close up the session with the leadership of the Midwife Society. Thank you.
My name is Lupe Timo, a senior midwifery officer at Famiano Health Center. Midwifery, is a calling, but realizing that it's an opportunity for you to take care of 2 or more people into the world made me feel that no, this is an ideal thing to do. So I decided to become a midwife, because it's a privilege to bring lives into the world. With regards to environmental health, it's challenging because due to the climate change that we have, sometimes getting access to potable water becomes a challenge. For instance, at where I'm working, we don't have any potable water. We have just a mechanized borehole that is being used at the facility. And it's so salty that it rusts our instruments. And then, again, the environmental factors. At our Pamianum Health Center, when it rains like this, the whole environment becomes flooded. It makes it difficult for both the staff and the clients to access the facility. Again, sometimes because we don't have that potable water around, we have to fetch water from the poly tank, and it consumes a lot of time. Sometimes water shortage, we have to buy these sachets waters to be used to clean our things, to disinfect things, to clean, and it's a very big issue.
I'm Gloria Delagudu, the head nurse of Pamianum Health Center. So as discussed earlier with my colleague, we have basic challenges like periodic flooding, water shortages, and then others. But as management of Pamianum, we derive all our plans from directorates, region to national. But in our own small way, we have liaised with the assembly to help us with the flooding. The NADMO have been here twice to do the various inspections to help us, so we are waiting on them. And then with the water shortage, that is a bit challenging because we don't have the capacity to drill a borehole or connect to the national grid with the water works. So periodically, we'll have to help them with sachet water from our own packets and then an IGF. And then we occasionally lobby with people in Kaswa to bring us safe water with the tanks. So as it stands now, those are the basic things management is trying to lobby around to help save the situation.
The flooding, sometimes we have to dig trenches for the waters to flow. So sometimes when you get here and it is flooded, you can't cross to the facility. And you know, this place is a scattered community, and the road network too is very bad. So when it rains, coupled with that, then they find it difficult to access the facility. So it is a challenge. Sometimes then the midwives have to go into the community to give the care to them, which makes it very challenging for the midwives. I want to congratulate our hardworking midwives, especially those working at the rural areas, that in spite of all the challenges, they try to give out their best. And in fact, we appreciate them so much. We encourage them to keep it up. We know there are good times ahead. So, the International Day of the Midwife, I want to wish all our hardworking midwives, especially those working in the rural areas, happy International Day
afternoon. My name is Amadou Zakaria. I'm a tutor in Nursing Training College, Laura. I want to seize this opportunity to thank everybody, especially my municipal executive, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association, my regional executives, and my national executives for their thought wise in securing land for members. I purchased one in my name, 2 plots, at a very easy rate that I can put up my own building at any time I want. So I want to appreciate everybody from the president at the national level, Madam Perpetual Ofori Ampofo, to the regional executive, to the municipal executive of Wa, Ka Babarka Yakaja. Thank you.
Please, my name is Nana Apasia Samoa. I'm actually the district chair for Section Kumawu GRNMA. I'm a beneficiary of the loan scheme. I actually applied for my educational purpose, and then actually it was a time I was in dire need of money. Well, registration for my program was almost due, so I actually applied through the GRNMA Infonet app. And within a short time, I got the money, and then I used it to pay for my fees. In fact, GRNMA has done a lot, and I'm entreating all nurses to come together so that they can all benefit from all the. It's not only the loan; they have a lot of other packages, disaster, name it, pension benefits. We give a lot, even more than what the applicants are expecting. So I entreat all nurses to come together and come and register under the GRNMA to benefit as a GRNMA member. Thank you.
My name is Jacob Kwame Abochi. I work at the Bechem Government Hospital, theater to be precise. I heard of this GRNMA loan when we were asked to download the GRNMA Infonet. So this app makes it easy. When you download, you open, we have the loan sector. So when you want to apply, you just go to the loan sector, then you apply the details they need, you fill in, and then you send it. So as I did, it didn't take me up to 10 minutes. I finished uploading everything and the details they needed. GRNMA loan, I would say, is very good because when you apply, there are a lot of benefits you get, because when you apply at the other banks, there are charges like processing fee and others. But if you apply with the GRNMA Infonet, you don't have any charge. The amount you apply is what you receive at the end of. So I will advise all colleagues who are in need of the loan to apply through the GRNMA Infonet, so that all these charges reduce? Thank you.
My name is Rhoda Segopento. I work at Takoradi Government Hospital. I'm a senior nursing officer and I work at the consulting room. I heard about the GRNMA loan through a colleague friend who is also a GRNMA member. I applied for the loan through the Infonet. The process was fast and convenient. I recommend the loan for all nurses and midwives because the interest rate is very down. Thank you.
I am Abubakar Sadiq Salifu, a staff of Talented District Hospital and a member of GRNMA. I'm a nurse with a specialization in otorhinolaryngology nursing, and I have benefited from the package of a loan from GRNMA. I want to seize this opportunity to thank my district executives who were up and doing when I first submitted the first process through the online process. They came in and then did their part. The region also did their part, and then national. I want to also say that the process was very smooth, and the loan came at the right time when I needed it to pay my school fees. And I benefited, this is the third time I am benefiting from GRNMA. And I want to seize this opportunity as well to thank our able president, Madam Perpetua Ofori Ampofo. Excuse me to say, the Ya Asantua of our time. Ayiko, long live GRNMA, and unity is strength.
My name is Vishal Rafia, a member of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association. I'm a nurse in Tamale Metro, precisely 15. And also, I applied for Ghana Nurses and Midwifery Association loan. That was in 2021, and it was very helpful for me in a way that it came within a month after applying. I passed through the process through the executives members, and then from there to the region to national. And within a month time, I was able to get my money, which aided me in paying my school fees and also in my business. It was very helpful, and I encourage every member to try and then apply for the loan, though it's very helpful for us. So I thank the president and every member of GRA who made it possible for me to get the loan. I'm very thankful to everybody. Thank you.
Welcome back, comrades, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone who have taken time off their schedules for the day to want to listen to these incredible stories of three amazing midwives who have represented all midwives across the country and across the world in the celebration of their day. It is the International Day of the Midwife 2026, and in Ghana, the day has been specially marked by the Midwife Society of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Let me just take you a little back. Under the indomitable Association of All Nurses and Midwives in Ghana, which is GRNMA, there are about 14 societies, and these societies represent each specialist group. One of them is the Midwife Society, and their leadership have put together an amount of activities, different types of them, to mark the year. They've been doing this over the years that they've been with us, but this year was exceptional. And it's important that we bring leadership to tell us how they were able to do this. I have in the house the chairperson and then the rest. I know I'll get trouble, but the chairperson is the only one who will give the go-ahead for all the rest. But yeah. And we have also the godparent, right? The patron of the Midwife Society. Ladies and gentlemen, all midwives, welcome.
Thank you so much.
We usually do it from right to left, so but this time we start from left to right. You want us to start from here? Okay, please.
Okay, I'm Augustine Edu, the National PRO of the Midwife Society.
You are the PRO of who? The
Midwife Society, which I'm also a midwife as well.
Hey, so there are male midwives?
There are male midwives.
How many do we have
practicing male midwives? We have about 150 now in Ghana practicing.
Wow, I see. And you said there are how many?
About 150.
Okay,
practicing
right.
now.
And how long have you been practicing as a midwife?
I've been practicing for like 10 years now.
Wow.
Yes.
And how has it been? How has it been like, especially you, a male?
Midwifery has always been an enjoyable profession, and for me, I've not had any challenges with the practice. And to say the community where you work accept you as a male and accept the good work you are doing to help them. So I have not had any challenges for practicing for 10 years now. Midwifery has been very nice, and I think I like the profession. I like the profession very well.
Okay.
So I'm proud to belong to the midwives.
Between the male and the females, have there been any preference when they come? Do they shy away from you? What's the first reaction of the pregnant mothers when they come and they meet you as the male midwife?
My brother, do you know something?
Yes, tell me.
Yes, I tell people when it comes to delivery, the pain alone take that shyness off.
Okay.
Because I have not had any encounter like a lady or a pregnant woman coming to labor feeling shy. Because once they are in pain, anybody they meet at the facility, they know they need help. And normally it also goes with how you relate with them during their ANC period to delivery.
Okay.
When they have that comfort and trust in you, when they are coming, there's no shyness. Because they know from the beginning you've been their support. So during labor, you are going to do it and do it well for them. That has been my motivation up to now.
But what inspired you to start in the first place?
What inspired me? I started as a community health nurse in a one remoted area in Ashanti region. And looking at the terrain, before you can even get a vehicle from your facility to the nearest health post, there was a great challenge. So when I was posted, I was there one night when there was a woman in labor. But when they were coming to the facility, they knew there were ladies among me at the facility. But they were all gone because it was a Christmas festival. So they've left. I was the only person left. So when they were coming, in the middle of the road, this woman started pushing. I was there. They came to knock. They are looking for the nurses here.
The pregnant woman?
Yeah. I came out and have to rush with my motorbike when the lady was in a football park screaming. Fortunately for me, I helped her to deliver.
Wow.
So when the opportunity came that males, you now have the opportunity to also practice as a midwife, I said, no, this is a great opportunity.
When was that?
That was somewhere 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, 2012, when the late Professor Atamos piloted the midwifery program for male.
Okay.
I said, no, this is the opportunity for me. Because where I am, when I'm able to get the skill and the certificate, I know I can practice and help those within the community. That motivated me most to go to midwifery school and then became a midwifery officer as at now.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
sir.
well done.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
What do your family always say about you when they meet you and tell them you're a midwife?
My family is also proud of the work I do because my family knows where I started and where I am now. And they wish I can go extra far.
Okay.
And my brother, let me tell you one thing as well.
Go ahead.
When you work within a community and the community accepts you, whatever you want them to do for you, they will do for you. As we are talking, my community has, in my name, built a 7-unit bedroom accommodation for staff, which is almost at the finishing point.
What?
It's because of how you relate with them. When they come, how you treat them. So I would say my family is also proud. Because of that, I've got so many recognitions. Wow. So when my family sees those recognitions coming, they are very proud of me.
Like which of them?
Like the accommodation, because it was through me, yes. A philanthropist saw me and said, no, because of the good work you are doing here, my brother, let me help you so that you can get a structure where you can also put your head, so that when the woman comes into labor, your distance will not be so far from them.
Wow.
And now it's done.
Well done. What's the name of your community again?
Oh, I'm at one chips compound in Ashanti region, Bosomefra district. The facility is Abu Samso Chips Compound.
They're having interesting names for
yes, very well.
But you're doing amazing.
Yes,
wow. Interesting. Kudos.
Thank you.
I mean, Chairperson, how do you feel about this whole experience thing?
You know, it's always nice when you realize that midwives have been recognized. Because sometimes it is heartening. You turn on the radio stations, the backlash is too much. So when you hear such things, you are motivated. Just look at what he just said.
Yeah.
Through his hard work, he has been recognized. Someone is building a whole infrastructure because of how he related to someone. So it's good to know that out of the issues that comes up, we still have people who are appreciating the profession. And it's so refreshing just to note it. And I'm so happy to know that our executives are also doing wonders in their various regions. I'm so proud.
You are the chairperson, and how about you?
Okay. I'm Monica Nia. I'm the Assistant National PR of the Midwife Society. Wow. And I work in the Upper East region, the fairest among all. Because I'm from Upper East. And Zedila, I've heard of Goku before.
I've heard.
So I'm at the war zone side. Even though the war, we are not calm, that everybody wants peace. So peace is now prevailing. So I'm from that side. And I've worked for almost 20 years in the nursing, but over 10 years in midwifery. And I have the passion for midwifery because I see the mentally challenged women coming to also give birth and how we treat them, or sometimes how we are afraid to even attend to them. And I have about 25 or more, which I've delivered by myself because they understand me. They feel like, so whenever they come to deliver and they don't see me,
you're talking about mentally challenged women?
Yes, because you know the way they are. Sometimes deliver, they don't want to deliver at where everybody is. They want to do what they want. And in midwifery, our setting, even though they say respectful maternity care, we should allow them to position in whatever they want. But because of the way our setting is, it's very difficult. But we try our best to do. So some of them, when they see me or when they come and they don't see me, my people will call them, I should come, my friends have come. So they call me Mumu Midwife. Because I always know how to handle them. They will say they want to squat, I'll let them squat. They want to go outside and deliver the baby, not in the deliver hall. I'll follow them and then make sure we screen them and put the rubber there for them to deliver. So midwifery is very, like an interesting course and an interesting work to do. I'm very glad I'm a midwife.
I'm thinking of what next to ask you. Because I have a psychiatric background, and I haven't paid attention to what you're doing. This is incredible, Chairperson. What was the first time you ever had to attend to someone who was mentally challenged and in labor? How was it like?
It was very difficult. Like,
did you not have any fear?
Oh, no. Because they understand some things. When you put yourself like you are like them, they understand you. You don't want to force them.
Empathy.
Yes, and empathy, and like don't force them in doing it. So mostly I try to hold them, talk to them nicely, then they will listen to me. One day I had a client, they called, I wasn't there, I was in the house. So they attended to her, she said she won't deliver the baby. The baby was coming. Wow. She took herself, and you could see that head is in vagina. She said she won't lie down. She will also be in the labor ward. So they called me and told me that my friends have come. So I have to rush to come. And when I come, I don't know, but maybe that is also my gift. If I talk to them, they listen to me. Then I'll hold them, and then they'll like that. One comes every time to look for me. Her child is like over 2 years. So she'll always come and knows that it's me. So she'll come and sit down, they'll ask, are you looking for your friend, the fat woman? Then she'll say yes. So they have to come. And always she comes to look for me. So I had to follow her for health insurance with the babies all. And because of that, the health insurance office, they know me. Because I do insurance for them, I take care of them, I give them money, I collect solicit funds for my colleagues and doctors and give them. So they're always happy to come when they see me. Some know me in the market, when they see me, they come hold my hands. So midwifery is really, really interesting. And we need to appreciate that they are also part of us. We shouldn't just concentrate on only the well people. Let's say those who are sane, but the insane people to need us more. So let's incorporate it so that we'll be able to help the mothers that are also challenged in the mental side.
Your own cases, you all have very, very special. You're working within a conflict zone, at the same time paying special attention to mentally challenged women. I don't know how you imagine this, but Charlie, kudos to you. There is someone who works at WHO that I'm sure you'll be happy to meet with. She is Dr. Livina Jima. She's the technical officer for mental health, and she was strongly involved in making sure that we have Ghana's first maternal mental health policies written. And I'll be happy that you could connect with her because she is keenly following this conversation that is happening. And this is incredible. This is amazing. So well done. We need 1 million more midwives, right?
Just like her.
Well done, okay? We would need to have more of her story.
Yes.
But then tell us, what went into this theme, or what is about this 1 million midwives that you have chosen for this year's celebration?
All right, so this 1 million midwives, we are looking at the global shortages of midwives across the globe. Okay, so we are looking at investing in midwives and then have them across every aspect of the country and of the world. Because 1 million more midwives, then we are looking at, just imagine, okay, let's just imagine 1 million competent midwives attending to pregnant women and women judiciously. We are going to have 1 million safe deliveries. We are going to have 1 million live births. We are going to have 1 million safe babies. Okay, so this is more of an advocacy. 1 million more midwives is something that is going to benefit us as a country, benefit us in the globe aspect as well. Okay, and when we talk about 1 million midwives, we are not just looking at it in, let me say, in a light of its way. More goes into it. We are investing in 1 million more midwives, but how do we sustain it? We're not only looking at how to get 1 million on board, but how to retain them as well. You can train, but if you don't sustain, it's just useless. So 1 million goes beyond just the 1 million, but also retaining in the various countries. If you take a country like Ghana, we have people leaving the country just because of the status of our finances in the country. So if you bring 1 million on board, what are we going to do to retain them? So these are things that we should be looking at, not just the 1 million. Okay? And that 1 million should not just be any form of midwives that we are bringing in. We are looking at competency. Competency is going to come from even the schools they are going to be trained from. The kind of tutors we engage to teach them. Availability of skills lab to get them ready on the field. So this global call is more than we are even seeing now.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Augustine, how can we get 1 million more midwives, male midwives?
Male midwife. Oh, we can do this when our policymakers make it available, like bringing in the policies to train more male midwives and sustaining it. The sustainability is what is needed, because we can start and along the line there will be a break when there's a change in government or that, something of that sort. But when our policymakers try to sustain it, I think we can achieve this 1 million more midwives. Yeah.
Okay. Sister, now, do we need 1 million more midwives to do the work you're doing? And why?
We need more midwives. As I was saying,
especially in that area.
Yes, where I'm coming from. I'm on leave, but still I go to help because of empathy I have for my colleagues. Because I see that we deliver like 340, 330 in a month. We are a district hospital, and we do that. So imagine we are like 16 midwives, and then some are pregnant, some are on leave, some are sick, some are for night shifts. But I'm in charge, but Saturday, Sundays, sometimes I forgo it and go to the work to help. Because you can't leave your colleague alone to be there. And if you want this 1 million midwives, we really need more people to be in school, more people to be employed, and then more to also, we should also have that empathy and also support, like voluntary, to do voluntary work. Yeah. Some are in the house, they say don't come. And then our BMCs, they should also try to employ some by paying them a little fee to help, so that we'll be able to achieve this millennium goal of we not get maternal death and then neonatal deaths.
Yeah.
So
in your area of mental health, maternal mental health, considering the experience you've gathered so far, what would you want to be done? I mean, to support in that area, or should change, or should be worked on, or be looked at?
I know in schools we are always, we take lessons from mental health classes, yes. And then they teach us psychology in the BScs. But it's like when we come out, we just look at the medication side, and if you are really having the real mental issue, let's say psychosis and things, but we have to start by ourselves. We should also be mentally sound, because we are also always like me. 2 midwives delivering almost, let's say, 40 people for a week. You see, that will drain on me. Wow. Me, myself, I'll be mentally challenged before even the clients. So we really need to help ourselves. And me, for instance, I try to talk to my colleagues how to take care of those mentally challenged people. They don't need force. They don't need you to show them that you are the boss there. They need you to go down to their level and talk to them calmly. And they always listen to me, because I don't know whether it's also a gift, but anytime they have difficulties, they call me. My colleagues, even from the doctors, they'll just call Mumu to come. Wow. And when I come to, they listen to me.
But does the facility have special place for mentally challenged women who come to deliver?
We don't have. It's the same space. We have a mental health unit, but when we have cases, we go to them to call them come and help us. But we don't have a space just for mental challenged women. So wherever we are sleeping, whatever we are doing, we do it together with them. So we don't have a special space for them. So we make sure, if you think you don't want to deliver at this place, wherever you want, you tell me, I'll follow you there, you deliver. If you are lying down, and some of them will just pack the things they are going home. So either I'll follow them up and then walk to and say, okay, let's come back. Then they'll follow me and come back. But you allow them to walk. Then when they go, I'll follow them. So when they say they are okay, I'll say, oh, let's go back, and small time will go. Then they'll really follow me back until they deliver the baby. Then we'll discharge them, and they'll go home. So I'm training my colleagues, like I told them that don't always think like you have to be like your madam with them. They don't know that you are a madam. Try to be like them. Talk calmly with them. Yeah. Because they don't understand what you are doing. You want them to do like that by force. No. Just be like them. And really, when you do that, so you get. So some are really picking. So I think we can train others, we can teach, we can coach, we can mentor others in maybe how to care for them. Because they're also part of us. They are in the society. No matter where you find a mental health person there. Some are even our workers. I helped one, she was a nurse. But anytime she's pregnant, she gets mental issue. She's already on the medication. So she had the attack seriously, but I took care of her. We delivered the baby. See the eggs I had. She's even the health worker. And I was enjoying it. I told my friends, I haven't seen my labor. So it's good we all incorporate the mental health into the system. We ourselves need, ourselves psychologically, we need to be healthy before we can even give it to the clients. Yeah. Because we are seeing that we are stressing. We are stressing too much. Midwives, we are really stressing. We need more midwives. So the 1 million midwives, we need them to come and help.
Congratulations, guys. Your stories are just incredible. Chairperson, so what are you doing for your people this year? How are you celebrating all of them? How are we acknowledging their efforts? What's been happening?
Okay, so for this year, I must say things have taken a little turn for the best. We always celebrate our International Day of the Midwife on the 5th of May. But this year, through the support of our president, Mrs. Pepper-Shoforian-Pofu, who accepted the proposal we put across to have a float and a medical screening, we were able to do it. That was just yesterday. Yeah. We had our floats from here, GRNMA headquarters, Shiashi, through UGMC, through Okonglo, all the way down UPSA, to Rolling Circle. We went down to Medina Market, where there was another team that were on board.
So already you went through all those traffic?
Oh, yes. We went through.
Wow.
We went through, and it was so interesting. We are just thankful she accepted this proposal we put across to have this, made it successful. And then
it in the first place? Because I thought you would just go and float, finish it, and come back. When you went,
it's all about us, our mothers, and our women, and of course, their spouses. So we look at all aspects. Now, when we went to the market, we screened, we did breast screening, we did cervical cancer screening, we also had health talks on various topics, from hygiene to breast cancer, cervical cancer. We did screening for HB, hepatitis, sugar. Of course, we wanted to check our RBS. We checked people's BP. Then most of the findings, we realized that people are anemic. They look good, but they are severely anemic.
Which people?
One of the findings at the Medina side, most of them had low HB. And of course, we liaise with Medina and Polyclinic, so we'll be referring them to that side. And we had, by support of LITAB, we had so many drugs that we were able to give out as well, hematinics, paracetamol, DWMS. So in all, it was quite interesting, and our executives did so well.
Yes.
They were on board, and what I can do to motivate them.
Oh.
Seeing them alone is a motivation.
Oh.
And you see, the good thing about having such people is I'm not even looking at what they can get from it. We're all concentrating on how to make the events beautiful. And then so far, I must say, so good.
We are having information that you, in your screening, where you mentioned most of the young girls that you screened were anemic.
Yes.
And most of them too are involved in this Kayaye and all that. That's a very serious, vulnerable group.
Yeah.
Does the society have any further plans? What next steps or action do you intend to take? Will this be the first and the last that you have done? What exactly is going to continue after this?
Okay, so looking at the findings, we have a scheduling with the municipal. They gave us some personnel to take the data. Okay, so after data collection, there is a proposal to have a sit down to see what can be done for them. And this particular float, we don't intend to just end it. We are going to do it at other areas as well. But for this Kaye and the other women who are vulnerable, you realize that those are people in low-income areas, and it's not easy for them. Even we realize just getting there with the few things we have, the way they were rushing for them. There were some people on the grounds that felt the impact, and they were like, oh, Charlie, these people, we need to get some sponsors once a while, bring some things to the markets and liaise with people to share some stuff for them.
But did you have sponsors?
We had, the main one was LITAB by giving us the drugs.
LITAB Pharmaceuticals?
Yes, they gave us most of the drugs.
Oh, okay.
And then there
what
was...
are some of the drugs, if you could remember?
They gave... They gave hematinics, they gave the DWMS, they gave even antihypertensive. But those ones, we didn't just give them out. We liaised with some of the Medina Polyclinic staff so that they know how to handle that. And then they gave, there were some antibiotics as well, painkillers, and it was quite a lot.
LITAB Pharmaceuticals have been very supportive in this
very
community engagement, and I'm sure they would
will
come
help.
again to support, especially the vulnerable groups that
Exactly.
you have taken time to reach. We are grateful, Lita Pharmaceuticals, and we are also, you are hoping for more support, right?
Oh yes, we don't intend to end it here.
Okay.
Now that this was more of a pilot program because we have never had this kind of event before. And then we just wanted to see how it goes and realized it went so well.
Exactly, it did.
And now we are looking at people we can reach out to if we want to do it again. And I'm sure our president, Mrs. Perpetual Forian Pofo, is watching. Mommy, next year we are coming again. We want to go on the float, have another outreach in another area, and we know you are going to support us.
Exactly.
So this is an advance memo.
I'm sure she has agreed in advance.
She has agreed in advance,
Yes,
and we thank her in advance.
Yeah.
We are going to do that and then sustain it over the years and get more people on board.
You're having some comment from some of your members.
Oh.
Helen Jameshi is sending Ayiko to you, and she's communicating to us on Facebook, all the way from Sekesua. Helen.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you have Hamdi again. It's a good evening, Sister Edith, another great mentor of mine from La General Hospital during my clinical and rotation. God bless you much.
Oh, God bless you too.
Then Bizuku Nelson says he's watching live from Lambose, Upper West Region, and some are saying that's my mom. Love you lot. I think that one is for you. And we have also Jenny from Asempanaya Chips, Draboso District, says congratulations to the midwives, and she's live watching us on Nurses Cafe, and that's quite a fire. Jenny, I think, also took an award for best rural midwife from the Western North region.
Beautiful.
Yes, so they are all here with us. I mean, Sister Augustine, do you have any words for us? But your patron is here.
Yes.
And there seems to be some surprise package. Your patron is so much inclined with surprises. He's going to join us shortly. But Augustine, do you have something for us? I mean, with regards to the
being the PRO for the society, I think my chairperson just said we had a float and a screening outreach yesterday. I would like to also extend the other programs to our members.
Yeah,
this is also one of the activities we intend doing, which is now taking place. On Friday, we are going to have a regional seminar in all the 10 regions. So we are entreating our colleagues, midwife, at those areas or the regions to do well to attend as scheduled, because it's an event for midwives, and we want all our midwives to be present to climax the event. That's what I want to give, the information I want to give out to our members.
So on Friday?
On Friday, yeah, which is on the 8th.
We are
having a regional seminar.
Where?
Along
all
the
regions.
10 regions.
Wow, so Accra, you are cascading down to
yes,
all the regions.
Going
and
all
it
to all the
involve
regions.
the midwives.
The midwives.
Oh, wow.
So we are entreating them to come out in their numbers to come and join, because it's also going to be an educative program. And we are going to share ideas, challenges, and so on and so forth with them.
I see. Interesting. Now, I don't know what your patron has to say. He's been monitoring and pushing us to follow the events as it happened. For the first time, we've been excited extremely about the Midwife Society. I mean, the turn that they have taken. When you look at the history of the Midwife Society, they've come very far from very challenging moments. The previous leadership took up and fought so hard, got quite a stable society. Now you are transforming the wins or the gains that have been made into something else that we don't know where you guys are going. I mean, Patron, can you paint a picture for us? This is a beautiful evolution of a society under the GRNMA.
All right, thank you. I must say I'm impressed already with the leadership. Edith, Augustine, our sister here, and the Abigail and Co. for what they are doing. They started with no clear roadmap as to what they are doing, even though they had a lot of midwives following. They went, met a number of people who were pregnant. They went, met a number of people who were pregnant who didn't even know they were pregnant.
Interesting.
I'm telling you. Pregnant who didn't even know they were pregnant.
Interesting.
I'm telling you. Market women who are pregnant. Good quality midwifery care. A lot of the maternal and infant mortalities will be cut off.
Okay.
And those deaths can be prevented.
Exactly.
And we are going to move more into a lot of education.
Coming from you as the patron, who also sits within the National Executive Council, it looks like there is something more beautiful belonging to the...
Other unions are breakaways. There is only one union for nursing and midwifery in Ghana, and that is GRNMA. At the moment, we have over even 4,000 midwives. So we have the numbers.
So 15,000.
Plus, it shows how people or the nurses and midwives even value GRNMA. Almost all the senior midwives are GRNMA members. The junior midwives up and coming, especially the very intelligent ones, they are all GRNMA members. So the other ones...
Gen Zs, we saw this in GRNMA has awarded, giving her the platform to excel.
You can just look at the Ghana Health Service Awards.
Yes.
You can look at midwives are just picking the awards left, right, center, and
From
they are
GRNMA.
mostly GRNMA
Exactly.
members. The other midwives, I'm not saying they are not intelligent, but they can do better when they are with GRNMA.
Yeah.
Because we offer them platform, education,
Exposure.
seminars, exposure,
Yeah.
and all these mentor them and keep them to a certain high level and high standards of professional care. And we think they should come home.
Can you imagine the men are already, chairman of Greater Accra, from yesterday to today, has been trying to find foot within the midwife society. Is it possible for non-midwives?
We don't like him. He should stay. He should stay where he is.
He should be in his line.
We want Augustine kind of men.
Yes,
they are a bit more calmer. Yes. So tell chairman that we are saying that he should practice his general nursing. Allow us to do midwives, and then male midwives that are more calmer, refined when they are at the maternity unit. Surprisingly, when you go to the maternity unit, you don't see a lot of male midwives. But a few ones that I've seen at the units, they do extraordinary. And amazingly, the clients like them. The patients sometimes say they are gentle. That's nice. That's nice.
Like, how people are treated.
Wow.
The trolley.
Are we setting
Someone who is now aka Mamia, who also through her leadership and the core members, we have come this far. It hasn't been easy, and currently we have moved from one level to another level, and we know we are going so many, including chairman's wife. She was also our finance comfort Japan. Yes, all of them. We had so many. Walali, we were all there when we started the Midwifery Society, and we haven't forgotten our history. So on this day, we have been here, and then Mrs. Perpetua will forever be grateful to you. Since Midwife Society, since we have been in it, in her term as well, from Dr. Asante Krobia to Mrs. Perpetua, they haven't forsaken us. Anytime we put across our opinions or we put across something, they are there to support us, and we are so grateful. And this beautiful cake you are seeing now, this beautiful setup.
There are any few other words from any of your members they want to say. Maybe you want to wish midwives, International Day of Midwives, maybe some few words before chairperson,
Yes.
and patron.
I will say all those who joined us for the float, I hope you have used your Abonike and paracetamol. And we are thankful you came. Happy International Day of the Midwife to us all. Dear Jennifer, all of you.
Okay. I would also like the midwife. We don't like celebrating ourselves. They're just indoors in the labor ward. As we are celebrating, some are just even not aware that we are even having midwives.
Oh.
I'm pleased that we should all come out, celebrate ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy the work we are doing. Let's appreciate ourselves so that others will see and appreciate us. So thank you all, and God bless us so that we will give more life to those who need it. And then the mentally challenged people, let's not leave them. Let's help them when they come to us. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm so inspired, eh? I really admire everything each one of you do. Augustine,
Yeah.
you want to
Oh,
say
yeah. I
something?
also like to end by saying that I equal to all our midwives for the good works they are doing. And I will encourage them to be motivated. They should motivate themselves wherever they find themselves. They shouldn't feel idle at their corners. They should come out. They should do more researches. At their corner, they can just do some things to let people see that they are also around.
Yeah.
They shouldn't feel shy by coming out. You say, are you cool to them as well? Thank you.
Are you cool to every midwife out there? And to all of you sending us messages, tons of messages on our Facebook page. If you're still looking for our social media handles, kindly visit Facebook. Just type Ghana Registered Nurse and Midwives Association, the only association for nurses and midwives, the only association which gives meaning to your profession as a nurse or midwife in Ghana. Now, the beautiful part is if you are not in Ghana and you are in the diaspora, you still have the opportunity to be an active member of the association. We've been having Diaspora Connect. Madam President has always been there to engage with all members. GS has been there. So we encourage you not to lose sight of your professional or association standing. And we hope that you will not miss out of all the opportunities that are there. We have a special cake to celebrate the midwives. Patron, take us away.
Right. Okay.
We just saw chairman of Greater Accra walk in. Unfortunately,
Yeah, we have
he
sacked
cannot
him
be
from
a
becoming
member
a
of the
midwife.
midwives as much as he's trying.
What do you want to speak?
I don't think you content.
What do you want to say for us?
I don't think you content. I'm not going
So yeah, they can hold it and then. So we are grateful to everyone who joined us online. This is another special edition of Nurses Midwives Cafe. We are going to have more midwives joining us on stage. Special mention to Madam President. Special mention to everyone that watched us. Special mentions to our guests who were with us a while ago. And we are most grateful to Siano Fati, to Jane here, and Sister Sarah, who came to join us. Much more appreciation to the production team of the GRNMA Media, Robert, Clinton, Mauli, Solomon, Mr. Coleman, and then our chairman, who is with us. He's chairman of Greater Accra and a member of the GRNMA Media Committee, ensuring that everything is at your own step. But today, at this moment, join us in cutting the cake in the celebration of every nurse who is a midwife out there and who belongs to the midwife society.
So the reason why he's our patron, this is divinely selected. In the month of May is the birthday of the patron of the midwife, Mr. Philemon Jacob. Both International Day of the Midwife and the birthday of our patron, we say we love you so much. We thank our president, Mrs. Professor Forian, for giving you to us. And then we are so proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
To all the
midwives out there, happy International Day of the Midwife. Cut this cake in the name of the Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Always at your service.
Another one.
Always at your service.
Every midwife out there, those watching, please, tomorrow come and get a piece
To
of
future
it.
ambitions.
We'll give to Edith. We'll give to Edith. And also to the comment section.
To 1 million midwives. And to what again?
To GRNMA.
To GRNMA.
Thank you so much. And
enjoy the cake.
Stay tuned for the special edition of the Nurses Day celebration, which will come to you live this weekend. There is going to be a special feature, a special personality that you would not want to miss. This person has an incredible history with midwifery. Thank you. My name is Kobe Blay, and this was the special edition of the Nurses Cafe for the International Day of the Midwife. Please, catch you. Thank you.
My name is Ruth Timo, a senior midwifery officer at Pamiano Health Center. Midwifery, is a calling. But realizing that it's an opportunity for you to take care of 2 or more people into the world made me feel that no, this is an ideal thing to do. So I decided to become a midwife, because it's a privilege to bring lives into the world. If regards to environmental health, it's challenging because due to the climate change that we have, sometimes getting access to potable water becomes a challenge. For instance, at where I'm working, we don't have any potable water. We have just a mechanized borehole that is being used at the facility. And it's so salty that it rusts our instruments. And then, again, the environmental factors. At our Pamianum Health Center, when it rains like this, the whole environment becomes flooded. It makes it difficult for both the staff and the clients to access the facility. Again, sometimes because we don't have that potable water around, we have to fetch water from the poly tank, and it consumes a lot of time. Sometimes water shortage, we have to buy these sachets waters to be used to clean our things, to disinfect things, to clean, and it's a very big issue.
I'm Gloria Delagudu, the head nurse of Pamianum Health Center. So as discussed earlier with my colleague, we have basic challenges like periodic